I want to do more Legos really badly.
We can go shopping for Legos.
They're expensive.
They sure are.
They're fucking very expensive.
I really want the Balrog one.
That would be awesome.
The bookend thing.
I really want there to be like Final Fantasy Lego things.
All due time.
True.
Everything makes it to the Lego world at some point.
Keto's been looking up because he's getting really into Legos, and has like found like websites that do like alternate, like that have like create like a build for you, but you have to get the Legos yourself, the bricks.
Mm-hmm.
And that looked kind of cool, but that's also, I think there was one also it has the bricks, but it's like $1,100.
Jesus.
I think it was a Pokemon one. I think it was Squirtle.
Well, here, that's funny. I just looked at their website. There's Eevee and there's Pikachu coming out of a Pokeball.
That's cute.
Oh, whoa. That one's cool. Huh. It's like a panorama, or I don't know what it's called, but it's all three of them. Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise.
Oh.
That one's sick looking.
How much is that?
Take a guess.
1,400.
No, 700.
Oh.
But it looks crazy detailed.
I imagine so.
Excuse me. Sorry. Yes, now I'm on the Lego website.
Yeah,
Just to look.
we're becoming adult, AFLLs, adult fans of Lego.
I have been.
I mean, yeah.
It's just one of the, it's just
one of those.
What you wanted as a kid that you couldn't get for yourself is what you get for yourself as an adult.
Exactly.
The only problem really with me and Legos is just there's not room for them.
Oh, like once you build it, where do you put it?
Yeah, that's like always the issue.
I mean, I found a good spot for that Super Mario. That was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the time being.
Well, it's like I really want the Eye of Sauron tower.
Yeah, that one's like
huge.
Yeah.
It's like that's why people get like rooms just dedicated. Yeah, they're still coming out with Harry Potter ones. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, there's gonna always be Harry Potter ones.
You think they'd be done by now? Like you think they'd have everything?
No, they'll find more. They'll always find more.
Well, I guess that's true because this one's Luna Lovegood's house.
Whoa. Hey, that's an important part in
yeah,
Deathly
but
Hallows.
I mean, I don't know. That's such a.
Does it look bleak as it does?
I mean, maybe if you, I don't know. Maybe you're more the book people. I don't know. Anyways,
let's do this.
This is Tom.
This is Jacob.
This is
Tommy and Jacob's mixtape. Viva la revolution! I said that so wrong. Viva la revolution.
What's up, homie? Hi.
What's up?
Welcome to TJ's Mixtape. I'm Tommy. That's Jacob. We're a movie review podcast. We talk about movies, who's in them, who made them, kind of some themes and ideas of it, and then give an arbitrary rating at the end. Put a nice little period on it. But before we do all that, we play a game. We play Connect the Stars, and we pick two randomly generated people from Connect the Stars website, and then connect them via co-stars and other films that they've been in together. And last week we had Patrick Swayze to Hugh Jackman. It was way easier than I thought it was.
Same, yeah.
I thought that was going to be rougher.
I wonder if we have a very similar connection with it all.
I don't think so. You start.
All right, yeah. Well, Patrick Swayze is in Donnie Darko.
Okay. Yes, I started there too.
With Seth Rogen.
Nope.
And Seth Rogen is in Neighbors with Zac Efron.
Mm-hmm.
Zac Efron is in The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman.
No, I did Donnie Darko to Jake Gyllenhaal, and Jake Gyllenhaal is in Prisoners with Hugh Jackman.
I was sitting there, I'm like, I feel like there's a movie with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal that I was just forgetting. Obviously, I was.
I cannot praise that movie enough. Prisoners, if you want to watch a thriller about things going too far, and an amazing performance by Hugh Jackman, Prisoners.
What do you mean by too far?
Well, the whole idea is that it's two fathers and their daughters go missing, and Hugh Jackman is convinced about this one particular person is the cause of the missing children. So he kidnaps the man, and it's all about, and the other father is like,
shit.
Like, we don't know that he did it, and Hugh Jackman is just on this kind of
lost his mind
rampage with this guy.
Yeah.
And like torture, it's a lot of torture, but
oh wow, that sounds crazy for both of them.
Yeah,
like maybe not so much Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, Jake Gyllenhaal's the cop.
Okay, but so this sounds like a very out of normal role for Jackman. So yeah, okay, maybe we need to throw it on the list somewhere soon.
Well, I think the guy that they are accusing of is it Paul Dano? Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And I think and Terrence Howard is the other father.
Who directed this film?
It's a good question. Director.
Because I feel like this has come up in our directors conversation before.
Denis Villeneuve.
Yep. Okay. Maybe not. He did Dune.
Dune, yeah. Sirica or
the new Blade Runner 2049.
Contact 2.0.
Contact 2.0.
Arrival.
Oh, I haven't seen Arrival.
I haven't either. It's just everything about it makes me think Contact.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, seriously. So if you want a really good Hugh Jackman thriller, there's a whole scene where he's screaming "Where is she?" while hitting with a hammer at the guy, and he's really scary.
All right. Well, you heard it from us first, but today we're not talking about Prisoners or Denis Villeneuve. I think it's something. I need to look at it and just say it. We are talking about One Battle After Another.
One battle after another. For those of you who haven't seen it, a father must protect his daughter from an enemy from his revolutionary past.
And then don't hurt yourself, kid.
An enemy.
Yes. So it's nominated, I'm pretty sure, for Best Picture of the Year. I believe it won Golden Globe already in the Best Comedy section of the Golden Globes. What did you think? How did you feel about it? Did you like it?
Yes, I did like it. Didn't really know what I was getting into. Leo's really funny.
Leo's great. His just frantic energy.
Well, yeah, his like frantic paranoia.
Yeah,
is really good.
It's amusing but very justified.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
And Sean Penn is just incredible.
Absolutely incredible. Gross.
As the villain. He's a solid fucking villain. And I thought it was kind of funny because it is making a lot of points, I think. And that might be where I kind of started to kind of fall off a little bit. There's a lot in this movie.
It's very relevant to a lot of what's happening out in today's.
But I just thought it was funny
culture.
too that like Sean Penn was like this, I don't know, inversed American soldier hero kind of guy, like that you would have seen back in the day. You know, he's the soldier that's doing the thing. He's the good guy because even like.
And now we look at the soldier, the colonel or whatever, and they're the villain.
Well, and it's like he just won't die.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that felt like very on the point of like, yeah, like the John McClane, like, you know, the dude should be dead so many times over and somehow keeps getting by the skin of his teeth, you know? I just like when he's walking down the road, you know, it's like this feels very I don't know that. What I was just saying.
I mean, yeah, but this movie has a lot of satirical elements to it.
Yes.
Which is what I really enjoyed because, you know, I love my satire. But also very grounded in like everything that's happening. It's like One Battle After Another is truly like the best name for this movie.
Yeah.
Because just like it's literally it doesn't stop. Like everything just keeps snowballing, you know, until finally we have our, you know, conclusion and catharsis at the end. But let's get into all of the people with it and whatnot, and then get into reviews and stuff. So starting off with, this is based off a novel called Vineland by Thomas Pynchon or Pynchon. I'm not sure. I couldn't find a pronunciation for it. Pynchon.
Yeah, sure.
Pynchon, I think. He's known as a very well known like postmodern writer, absurdist for his novels and whatnot. I don't think he's like anybody really popular. He's clearly the writer-director, Paul Thomas Anderson's favorite because he's done 2 of his books.
What was his other one?
Inherent Vice. Yes. Paul Thomas Anderson, who we did with Licorice Pizza, a lot of music video directing for like Fiona Apple and Haim, has only directed 9 films, like full feature-length films.
Yeah.
Which I find pretty impressive. And I've seen 4 of them.
And I like most of them. I have not seen Inherent Vice.
I have not seen Inherent Vice. I haven't seen Hard Eight, which is his first one. I have not seen Punch Drunk Love all the way through. I've only seen like half of it. I have not seen The Master. Did you do? No, he didn't do Gangs of New York. That's right. And I have not seen The Phantom Thread. But I have seen There Will Be Blood, Boogie Nights, Licorice Pizza, and this one.
Phantom Thread.
That was Daniel Day-Lewis's last. It was supposed to be his last film until he did the film with his son.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, and Magnolia. I haven't seen Magnolia.
I haven't seen Magnolia.
I've heard only great things about Magnolia as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson, one of our now current, I will say, best powerhouse.
For some reason,
directors.
I always forget that he's been around for so long.
Well, it's because he doesn't do much very often.
Yeah, maybe it's kind of like the last couple of years. It feels like he's been kind of getting a lot of.
I think it's just it feels like he's one of those directors that likes to write and direct his own thing. And very seldomly will he do something else that somebody else has written, which I don't know if there's any on the list.
Yeah, it must just be because the Licorice Pizza and this came out so close together. So you've just been hearing his name more than you usually do.
I mean, because they came out 4 years apart, and generally...
The Phantom Thread was 2017. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Inherent Vice was 14.
Yeah. So it's every like 4 to 5 years he has a film. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just since we did Licorice Pizza relatively recently.
Maybe that's why then.
Yeah. Well, let's get into starring as well.
It's so funny how directors just like to use
the same people over and over again. Well, you just kind of vibe. Sometimes that actor just like vibes with your vision and like your feel and stuff, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And like Daniel Day-Lewis and him working together as much as they did makes sense as well, because Daniel Day-Lewis is one of those people that wants to like throw themselves into a role, so like he can. He there's that time in between doing one Paul Thomas Anderson to next Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, that's true.
He only did Daniel Day-Lewis did one. There Will Be Blood and Phantom Thread. There's only two with Paul Thomas, right?
Well, yeah, but then The Master is Joaquin Phoenix, and so is
Inherent Vice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's just like he likes, and those are some pretty big names too.
Yeah,
those are like even Leo. Like, I mean, say what you want, especially about his personal life and the whole 25 thing. I mean, but Leo's
I did just learn something about
actor. He always has been.
Leo, he doesn't have an agent. When he's signing for a film, he has a manager and a lawyer, and he only asks for around like 20 to 25 million.
Oh, that's all.
Well,
no.
Yeah, I mean, to put that in aspect or like perspective. Thank you for other people. Dwayne The Rock Johnson got paid $88.1 million to be in Red One.
Yeah.
So like the big name stars, and I think Scarlett Johansson gets paid like 60 million to 70 million a movie. Like, yeah.
What would you do with that kind of fucking money?
I don't even know, man.
Like, what would you do with it? I can't even wrap my head around it.
But what Leo likes to do is he asks for around like 20 to 25 million, but in his contract, it's in like back ends. So like after like ticket sales or this thing or that thing.
He took a page from Jack Nicholson.
Exactly. Which I respect very much, because that makes the budget for a film, like it opens up like the possibilities for a lot of things,
Yeah. Well, and just for reference, if people don't know, Jack Nicholson took a really hefty pay cut on Batman when he played Joker, and went into his contract and basically got a bunch of back money for merchandise.
Yeah.
And his image being used. And so he made an ungodly amount of money.
A dumb amount of money, because it's Batman.
Yeah. And they just pumped out toy and this and that. And he just got a little bit of money from all of it. And like, there's a documentary about it. And one of Jack Nicholson's really good friend is like, basically like, I am uncomfortable saying on this camera how much money he made from that.
And he's probably still making.
Yeah. And he's just like, I'm not comfortable repeating the number. It's like, that's how much money it is. It's crazy. So sorry, I just wanted to, if you didn't know what I was talking about. But since we started talking about him, so one of our big names in this is Leonardo DiCaprio, who plays Pat/Bob.
Ghetto Pat.
The Rocket Man. He's our explosion or explosive expert.
Yeah.
Of our
demolition
of
expert.
our of our revolutionary group called the French 75. So yeah, he's it's Leonardo DiCaprio. Been on the news a lot recently for having young girlfriends. But
I want to say that's kind of old news now. I think I've recently read is that he's now actually dating someone that's like almost 30 or something.
27.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
He's
branching out. Get out of there.
Maybe he's just been searching for the one.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I never really gave it. He's a good actor.
It's better than him dating like an 18-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been worse.
Yeah,
it's more of the
turnover rate.
The turnover rate. Yeah. I think that's where people start going.
Yeah.
But Leonardo DiCaprio, The Departed, Titanic, Romeo plus Juliet.
Yeah.
Catch Me If You Can.
He's one of my favorite actors.
He's Shutter Island, Inception.
Yeah. And then I have Teyana Taylor next, who plays Perfidia, Beverly Hills.
I had her first, but since you brought up Leo, I was like, because Perfidia, who is partners with Pat, Bob, and is like kind of the spearhead of the group, it seems.
She's the leader of the revolution.
Yeah, then kind of goes,
or at least of this like sector of the revolution. Yeah, the leader of the French 75.
She's an American singer. I'm not familiar with that aspect of her career.
And model. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with her at all.
She's in a few films like 1001, The Rio, Straw, and I have never seen her in anything before.
Neither have I. So
this is my first introduction to her.
She's actually
fucking intense in this.
She's very intense. And then I got Sean Penn next.
Yeah, so our two heroes, I guess, and then our villain, Sean Penn, who plays Sergeant Colonel
Lockjaw.
Sergeant, then Colonel Lockjaw.
Yeah.
Sean Penn is Sean Penn.
Actually, I will say he is super transformational in this, actually. He's very much Sean Penn in like you see Sean Penn. But as you were talking about, I was like, does Sean Penn just walk like that? Or do you think that's his character? And the amount of like really like older privileged white guys that feel like they have like that have that chip on their shoulder walk like that. And it's this sense of just like taking up as much space as possible. And it looks goofy, but it's such a power walk, you know? And I truly think that it was 100% like intentional walk that
I didn't realize he was in such great shape.
Dude, right?
Yeah, he's pretty cut in this, actually.
Yeah.
And it might be because he's just kind of a smaller stature guy, maybe.
All the muscles just looked a lot bigger.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, or this, you don't really realize that he is kind of like Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
That's like every time you see Ben Stiller take his shirt off, you're like, God damn, man. Like, Jesus.
Eat a carb.
Yeah. Like, and he's solid, you know? Like, even like Tropic Thunder, you know?
Yeah,
he's got that, like, commando body, you know? It's just...
Well, that's kind of like one of the things that, like, because Adam Sandler used to be really fit as well.
Oh, yeah. Adam Sandler was also one of those that you're kind of like surprised when you saw him.
Adam Sandler, actually, he made that a point to stay fit for a really long time because he thought it would be funny if like this guy who's all this big goofball and whatnot, and you're expecting him to be just like this twig or whatever, takes off their shirt and is just absolute
or like flabby or whatever.
It's just cut.
Yeah,
and you're just like, what?
Yeah, no, Adam Sandler
like it was in the sense of humor. He stayed cut and fit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sean Penn. I think he's super gross in this.
It kind of reminded me of Dustin Hoffman and Hook. In the sense of just like he's not Sean Penn anymore. He is this lockjaw character.
Yeah. And then I got Chase Infiniti, who plays Willa or Charlene. So yeah, we keep saying these two names. So like
they go into the witness protection program. So
also big spoilers to this entire film, to this entire review.
Yeah, but they go into the witness protection program. So we're saying their legal name and then the new name.
Yeah.
Well. They didn't go into the witness protection program. They went into hiding.
Yeah, they just changed their identities.
No, Perfidia. She went into the witness protection program.
And then ran.
And then, took off. This pussy don't pop for you. Nice.
Yeah.
Chase, I don't recognize from anything. This is also my first.
This is her film debut.
Yeah,
this is her first film.
And then there's a show she was in called like Profound Innocent.
Yeah, I think that was like a really short-lived show.
She was like in 8 episodes of that.
I think it was like a 1-season thing or something. But yeah, her film debut is this, which.
And then I have Benicio del Toro,
Sensei Carlos Sergio,
who we did in Wolfman. First time I've ever seen him speak Spanish in a movie. Not saying he hasn't done it before. I'm saying I just realized that I had never seen him.
I do gotta say, what was really cool is there was no subtitles when to translate the Spanish, which I thought was a bold choice, and I appreciated it. But with how slowly I've been learning Spanish, I was actually able to understand about a quarter of everything that was said.
Nice.
And actually put together the story for all of that moment as well. It was really cool.
You said he might be speaking Spanish in Usual Suspects. I don't think so. I think he's literally speaking gibberish the entire time. From my memory of that movie.
He is, but I said he could at some point. The gibberish could be Spanish gibberish.
I would love to hang out with Benicio del Toro.
He may not be a fun hang. I don't know.
I think he'd be an awesome hang. I think he'd be a little off and a little weird, but in a cool way. Like a little wild card. You're not sure what he's going to do. Then get a couple drinks in him and he's going to, I got fireworks. That kind of guy.
Honestly, I think he would be a weird guy, an actor weird. He would want to be constantly playing a scene with you.
I think Joaquin Phoenix would be like that. I don't think Benicio del Toro. Just that's from nothing.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting that from nothing. But looking at his face.
It's just what you want it to be.
Yeah. And he was awesome in this.
He's absolutely fantastic, as well as Regina Hall, who plays Deandra.
Oh, yeah. She was in my honorable mentions. Regina Hall and Tony Goldwyn. Yeah.
Oh, they're dragging something. Tony Goldwyn. Oh, was
Ghost.
he Ghost? Yeah.
Yeah.
Regina Hall just it was when I first saw her, I was like, is that Scary Movie Regina Hall?
Well, it was crazy too.
Is that comedic actress Regina Hall?
There's a shit ton more people in this.
There's a lot, yeah.
But it's one of those. It could have been anyone. Why did you? Because of what their part is, then they're not really in it that much. They're in it for 5 minutes, maybe, and you're oh, you kind of got some big names just to do these little.
Honestly, what it feels like is there was probably upper A or lower A list, upper Hollywood casting call of Paul Thomas Anderson looking to fill roles like this, reach out to agents, and then a bunch of people just did readings for it.
And it's and they're big enough names too that something like this could be a easy paycheck.
Yeah,
we only have to shoot for a week to get my scenes, and then I'm done.
Or it's a couple days here and there, Yeah, depending where what location is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and I just love Tony too. He just has this fucking great.
What else is he in?
He's in Scandal.
That's right.
He's in Ghost.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that was the
leader.
The Christmas Adventure.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy. He's awesome because he just does that thing so well.
That gross, the white supremacist guy.
Yeah, but he's not it's not Edward Norton in American History X. It's this really subdued.
It's not militant. It's not that kind of militant.
It's not militant. It's very political.
It's money.
It's a high. It's 1% political kind of thing. He just does that so well. You're God, I hate you. He's tall and he's charming. Hey, how's it going? And he's I'm a racist. And you're
I am a cult leader.
I am a cult leader. You're oh, I am the Grand Wizard. You're oh.
No, that was so funny. Oh, so you got the Grand Wizard Benjamin Franklin up over there. Just still living the fight, man. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's get into reviews. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So relatively good. IMDb or just scores all around. IMDb lower than them all by quite a bit, actually. IMDb, it's got a 7.8, which I was okay, interesting, because Rotten Tomatoes has got a 94% tomato meter and an 85% popcorn meter. So obviously critics, loving it, and the average person is okay. I guess actually when you marry those two and divide that, nope, never mind. I'm wrong.
Metacritic has a 95, which comes to universal acclaim with 60 positive, 3 mixed, and 0 negative. Still always blown away that there's never a negative. Just find it weird. I didn't go to my page.
Well, doesn't it have to like, get a certain like score to get a negative?
Under
40?
40, maybe? Yeah, under 40.
So, I mean, obviously that's... People are going to say negative things about the movie, but like, you know, a movie, if it doesn't get...
No, but critics are just gatekeepy trolls a lot of the time. So I just expect that someone's going to come out to be different and difficult. It's going to come out and be like, I'm going to give this a 30 just to do it.
Just do it.
Especially in this day and age too of the interwebs, like the fact that this has 60 positive, that's a lot of reviews. That's a lot of fucking reviews. But anyways,
I feel like the critics today are a lot more open, and there's not as much gatekeeping in it anymore. I feel like the 90s and 2000s and before, there was a lot more. I think today's now.
I know, but I like the negative because I like them when they're being mean and they say wild shit. That's where the most wild shit comes out.
That's
the
true.
Negative
Yeah.
ones, and those are funny. Anyways,
yeah.
With 100 at IndieWire by David Elrich. One Battle After Another might be among the sillier films that Anderson has ever made, but there's no mistaking the sincerity of its horrors or how lucidly it diagnoses the smallness of the men inflicting them upon the innocent and the vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took another because
I like that because the closest Paul Thomas Anderson film I can say in like feeling is Boogie Nights. Maybe Licorice Pizza a little bit because his Licorice Pizza's, you know, a coming of age tale, but there isn't like the thriller sense that this one kind of has, you know. But Boogie Nights kind of has a little bit of that suspense or that tension and whatnot with goofiness in it as well, you know. Like, yeah.
I brought another
Magnolia, maybe.
Another 100 by G. Allen Johnson at the San Francisco Chronicle. Perhaps the most affectingly weird and most unforgettable performance comes from Penn. There is nothing redeemable about his character, and the actor plays him like Javier Bardem's unstoppable assassin in the Coen brothers' No Country for Old Men.
That's a great comparison, actually. I really like that. Because, yeah, Sean Penn, yeah, it is kind of, there is no talks. I mean, because I guess nobody really wants to, it sucks. But when you play a villain like that, the recognition can easily just kind of like people are like, I'm not touching that. I don't want to give an award for this guy playing this like white supremacist. It's like, yeah, but he's doing it so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like he is lost in this role.
Yeah. Mixed at 55 by William Bibbiani at the Wrap. It's possible, maybe even likely, that Paul Thomas Anderson has stuffed so much into one movie that a lot of people will find something to take away from it. All I see is a lack of focus.
That's interesting. I don't necessarily disagree with. I see what they're saying, but that's one of the things that I liked about it was there is a lot of parallel in everything with everyone, all at once. But I see why that could deter a person's like focus, enjoyment, you know? I can see that.
That's all I had. Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah. Okay. On top of kind of like the silliness that this movie has, it gave me in moments like Coen Brothers vibes, like Burn After Reading, like with so there's the white supremacist group, and this is a fictional one called the Christmas Adventurers Club. And very clearly just inspired by KKK and any, you know, white purist, you know, group of that sort. But that scene where they're talking about Lockjaw and his discrepancies that he lied about and has hidden and is clearly trying to go clean up his mess or whatever.
Being that he has had a sexual relations with a black woman, and then that led to having a mixed race child.
There is evidence
which
of it.
they're very not okay with, obviously.
Yes, of course.
White supremacy.
And I was like I was under the impression, I believed that she wasn't his child. And because the whole thing is like, it felt like he was just doing it out of the chance that she might be. And that's just what he has to do, which is essentially what it was. I didn't realize it was going to turn 100% to what it turned into.
Well, I was pretty convinced because of the way that she was acting towards the child.
Yeah, fair. Like, she knew. Like, mother knew.
She knew.
Mother knew, yeah. And, of course, father would have no idea.
When it's like this, it's tropey, but it's because it comes from a fact that people, especially in an indiscrepancy or an adultery kind of situation in a relationship, and some people can act differently towards the child knowing.
Yes.
Because it's like evidence of said act.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So the fact that she was acting so weird towards her, and didn't want her, and, was having this kind of conniption about it, I was like, I'm going to go with, she's pretty sure that that's Lockjaw's kid.
I mean, that's a really...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
No. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, we were going to have a lot of spoilers through this entire episode. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Coen Brothers. Like that scene where they're talking about, getting, fixing the Lockjaw problem. And it's just this, they're just saying some of the most off the wall shit so casually. And then one of the most chilling lines coming from, it seems like their grand wizard, they're like, leader of it all, was make it clean. I want to be able to eat off the floor when it's done. And it's just like, oh, damn, that was cold. So chilling, so gross.
Sorry.
But like one of the biggest things with this movie is I'm trying to think of like, is there one theme that I can find in this? Because you got a lot of, like that person said, you got a lot of things going on. The focus is in so many different spots. Because you have your parallels of them talking about the bureaucracy of like each organization and the ridiculous nature that each one has. Like you have your Revolution one where Leo can't get past the code because it's been 15, 16 years of drug and alcohol abuse and he just can't remember the code.
I think that was the funniest thing of all time.
Yeah.
Like, because of, and it's so quiet too. It's like they're anti-establishment, anti-government, anti-big corporation, but you don't have the secret password. You're not going through the logistics that we, the arbitrary, and they're not, but in some ways, the arbitrary safe gates that we've put in place, you don't know the secret password, so now we're not going to help you. It's just like, it's just funny. That was
and it's like, obviously, an organization like that has to be super regimented into that because they're protecting a bunch of people that are, fugitives. So it's like, it makes sense to have that, but the ridiculousness of like, because we know as the audience who Bob is, and
the war hero that he is, for the cause,
and he can't get past this like low. When he finally is like, get your fucking superior on the line.
Something like, get your manager. Something I was like having an issue with this movie though is it has this weird kind of like dystopian vibe to it. And it's not like Lockjaw is like an ICE agent, basically. He's like the head.
And that's, some of the parallels of real.
Yeah, and it was showing the immigration deportation centers and stuff like that. And it has this like, and I was even looking at reviews. When I was looking at the reviews, there was nothing like super on the nose of kind of like, hey, America, like this isn't entirely satire, like. But a lot of the reviews are just like, it's really intense. And you're like, yeah, because this is like talking about what's currently happening.
Yeah, it's about what's currently happening. It's about revolution, which isn't clean, isn't pretty.
Yeah.
And
it's not romanticizing it.
Yeah.
Well, she is kind of.
Perfidia?
Yeah. Well, because she wants to fuck while the bomb goes off.
Yeah,
she gets like a kick out of it.
She gets a hard kick because also like her... like sleeping with Lockjaw is all about the power of it all. Yeah. She's seduced by the power of the revolution.
Well, this movie also just had really great moments, like even when Pat and her are talking and she's going off to do some...
Oh, when she's like leaving?
Well, Well, and
when he's like, we are a family now.
yeah, that whole scene.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I get where they're both coming from.
Yeah.
And it just kind of depends on your personality, who you're siding with more in that moment.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought that was interesting.
Well, I mean, he's like, yeah, go fight the revolution, baby. That's what you got to do. Go do it.
Well, then the parallel of then him doing that with his daughter at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, and just actually being like okay with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just like, I don't know. It has this weird kind of 10-year. This movie was made. If this movie was made 10 years ago, this would be just a dystopian nightmare kind of thing. And we would all be like, this could never happen.
It's like, no, we're watching it happen, which is why it makes it so relevant.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I just felt weird about it because it kind of did feel like it was.
Are you kind of coming into a realization that we're in a dystopic world right now?
No.
Okay.
I'm not that naive. I'm just saying, like, the way the movie was depicting it almost seemed, I don't know, maybe satire. What is it? Tragedy plus time equals comedy.
Well, the satirical elements in it, I don't think were in like any of the like deportation centers or like the cages. That just looked like that's what it looks like type thing.
Well, the
satirical elements came into the private moments.
No, but even like when they're going to meet, when Lockjaw gets invited to the Christian adventurers and they're following the two
Christmas
soldiers
adventures,
they're walking
Yeah.
through. Even
Yeah.
the way that shot, that felt satirical to me.
That felt satirical to
Yeah.
me. Huh. That felt very
Because of the way they're walking and they're I don't know. It just didn't
that
feel...
felt very just like this is just the everyday of it. This is what it looks like actually every day.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people also, I mean, obviously these immigration and like deportation centers they're not treating them very like good, or that's what I mean, what I'm trying to say. They're locked in there and they're getting about to get deported, but there is still they're finding those people need to find community inside of those boxes to survive. So like the kids playing with like the foil blanket stuff and whatnot, the man just meandering around, it's just they have nothing but time to do with that. And then the soldiers walking by, it's all just white noise to them. And that felt like one of the more real moments of the entire movie to me, actually.
Well, and it's like, I have to say the dialogue in this movie is really well written because there's just a lot of stuff that they mention, then you see it happen, but it's not really up in your face. It's really just like them casually bringing up that the community will probably turn on them, and then it turns on to full riots, this fucking...
Yeah, what was the name of the town? Bankthrop?
I don't remember.
It was almost the name of the movie, actually. But yeah, kind of going back into where I was talking about with like the parallels is, so we have like this revolutionary
back tan cross.
Thank you. Essentially is like we get it a lot more with the revolution and like their order of like operations of like secrecy and codes and whatnot. But there's this parallel with all of it. You see it in the military. You see it going into the Christmas Adventurers Club. Just like the ways of getting into like the senator dude that has like the hidden like underground bunker in his goddamn house, and then just the bureaucracy that even Lockjaw has with all of just the military, and just that in general, where he can give Perfidia the freedom and put her into witness protection and all that stuff. There's just like there's this commentary of that these are how similar but different all of these organizations are, because they are an organization fighting for something that they believe in, which is where I feel the biggest theme of this movie is actually protection, because there's something that they all want to protect, whether it's a protection of secrets, protection of family, protection of freedom, like that's really what the driving force of this movie is Lockjaw's trying to protect his future essentially by eliminating his past. Bob is trying to protect his daughter. And then we have what's her name?
Perfidia's protecting freedom. Like her getting put into that white blue collar suburban house thing is like worse than death for her type of personality. So she takes off to Mexico,
Exactly. So yeah, and
this movie also, I just want to say this before I want to get it out there. This movie is shot incredibly. There are some really cool scenes.
It was shot on the Vista 75 millimeter or something.
But just how they did it too, like that shot when she comes to save Willa in the bathroom, the entire conversation, the camera's just pointing at Willa, and you're seeing her in the reflection.
A lot of one shot, like a very well choreographed camera movement or what's happening.
That really long, great chase scene at the end with the hills,
the car,
like there's just some. I was like, this is just really.
I have never seen a car chase scene filmed like that before. That I can. I mean, I don't know if Paul Thomas Anderson found inspiration from something else, but that like the low car perspective back to the close up and to the eyes, to the mirror.
Well, it was a cool way of creating tension too, because of the way the hills worked. The cars kept disappearing and then resurfacing and then disappearing. It was almost like a shark in water kind of thing.
Well, and then you as the audience member at that moment, you're like, what is about to happen?
Yeah.
And then as soon as she stops the car, you're like,
that's what she's going to do. Well, the last time I saw a chase scene like this that I thought was really interesting was Fury Road, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. It was, Mad Max Fury Road.
No. What's the sequel called?
Furiosa.
Yeah, like that 20-minute long.
That
seems dope. And you're like, what's gonna happen? And it's long, but it's like really engaging. And that one, at least with Furiosa, there's all these bells and whistles and explosion stuff. This is so quiet.
Yeah.
And just tense.
It's all mental.
Yeah, it's really cool. That was a really great chase scene. And that's what I mean too. It's just it's a chase scene, but it's just so just time, like something's gonna happen. You're gonna run out of gas or something.
And that scene is so pivotal in because Paul Thomas Anderson, the inspiration for making this movie was like inspired by, he's like, well, he want like this big car chase scene idea that he had, and I think that we're seeing it here, because also even like Leo just which direction does he have to go?
Blindly trying to figure out where to go.
And then, because we have Lockjaw who takes Willa, and I guess this is kind of like the final of our third act. He takes Willa from the nuns, and that's kind of technically, I would say, when the car chase begins, because he's going and taking her to his drop off. But at this moment, Leo is now trying to chase and catch up with.
Yeah.
Then Lockjaw gets shot and killed. Well, shot by our Christmas adventurer wizard.
Assassin man,
yeah. And Willa then has to escape where she's dropped off with. Also, that was a really interesting moment of the guy, the bounty hunter that was sent to drop her off. How he has that turnabout where he kind of has like this moment of conscience take over.
Yeah. Oh, the Native American guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's like, because it's silent buildup, and I can see the argument of it being kind of one of the more unrealistic moments of it, but it's him like, is that a child? I'm not going to kill a child.
Yeah, it's unrealistic though, because it's like, I don't know. They didn't lead us to the water.
Yeah, him standing up, like literally willingly kind of going over there to sacrifice his life to save her, it seems like.
Yeah.
Was kind of, that's really, I think, the only moment in this entire film that just feels the most unbelievable.
Well, yeah, because it's like, well, now at this moment he's fed up.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go last stand. Because even then, it's like I don't know. It felt like
it seems out of the blue.
He could have just walked up, uncuffed her, and taken her, and then the fact that he did the last stand, like if he had gone and then went to just go grab her and put her back in the car, and then things escalated, then it turned into a shootout.
It makes me wonder if we missed something in
some kind of dialogue,
some dialogue somewhere about him and the history with the 1776.
Well, I mean, besides all the racial comments.
Yeah.
That's how I took it. He was just sick of it because they called him a wagon burner.
Yeah.
Which I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's a way to start a conversation.
And it's just like, because he drops her off, gives the key, and then goes and sits in his car. And then you can see it's like,
contemplating.
he's like contemplating. It's like, there's just like, well, he also asks her, is there anybody that's going to come for you?
Yeah.
And I think if she says no, then he's like, all right, well, there's no, and this is a lost cause type thing.
Yeah.
She says, you bet, or she says, yeah. She says, did she actually, I can't remember if she just said yes, essentially.
Yes.
But I feel like there was a spice to it. Like, yes, you bet your fucking ass there is, something like that. Yeah.
She did.
And
they're going to fuck you up, you know.
That's,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. She's spicy. It's kind of that moment where, yeah, he's sitting there and it's like, well, she has someone that is going to come for her. Let's give her a fighting chance. But yeah, the last stand thing just doesn't make sense in that moment.
That just feels like I think that would have changed. I think that would have changed the whole thing if he just went up to go grab her again and then it turned into a shootout.
Yeah.
But him to because even when she goes to get his keys, he hasn't left the front door. So
Yeah.
he walked up, killed one guy, shot the other guy, and then was dropped, basically.
Other guys. There was like 3 of them there.
Yeah. But then
Mm-hmm.
he didn't even make it into the building. You know what I mean? So it was very suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So that just felt weird. It just not that. It just felt weird.
It felt weird, yeah. It was a weird moment for the movie. Out of a movie that had a bunch of awesome moments, like when Leo falls off the roof.
That was sick.
Like, it's like one of the most tense moments of escaping from the ICE agents, essentially.
That whole scene reminded me of Last of Us.
I can see that, yeah.
Maybe it's because also Texas.
Yeah.
That low profile building vibe and people running around and stuff. The whole thing just made me think a lot. And then he gets tased.
Yeah.
I think probably one of the quieter, stellar roles is Benicio del Toro as this underground railroad guy.
And he's the sensei at
and he's just zen
martial art.
And calm. And he's...
I forget what the mat is called, but when Leo's when Bob's about to cross it, and he's like, get off the shoes on the mat.
Or that shot, to the one shot thing again, where he's going through the house and Leo's looking for the charger all panicked, and he's just slowly introducing him to his family.
And Leo's like, a charger, yeah.
And the tension there, too. It's just he's you're anxious for Leo because Leo's just also killing it in that, he's got the glasses on and that kind of disheveled thing with the mustache and everything. And Benicio's just yes, my friend. You know,
this complete zen because he's the sensei, you know?
Yeah, he just doesn't let himself get stressed out.
Yeah.
It was just funny. The only time you see him even kind of stressed out is when he's telling Leo to tuck and roll out of the car.
Or just drinking the beer with the car.
Yeah.
There's also when the kid calls him, he's like, no, he fell off the roof and got tased. What? There's a little bit of oh, okay.
And then his next question is, where's my gun?
Yeah.
He's like, I have your gun. He's like, okay.
And then one of the best moments when he's been arrested and detained and they're asking him all these questions. He's just being a prick. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Peter Parker. And he's crying through it all still. I do got to say the parallel of people that gave up an interrogation versus those that didn't give up an interrogation.
What do you mean?
I just found it kind of interesting that the guy who hid everyone, gave up. I mean, obviously, his sister is being threatened and whatnot. He's between almost complete. His hands are tied, really. But then you have Willa's friend who's literally about to just leave, and then is like, "No, I can do it."
Yeah, why?
Yeah, and then you have Leo when he's kind of being interrogated. He's just, even though in hysterics, still has the willpower to just fuck this cop. I'm not giving you shit.
Yeah.
And then Deandra at the end, who literally has no information to give and is being honest and is about to be killed because she has no information. And they refuse to believe it,
Yeah.
there's just an interesting, dichotomy of like seeing each that like who's the characters that are giving up information and those who are not giving up information,
Yeah.
Thoughts on anything else?
No, it's just that made me think. She brought up too about how she didn't really like how we didn't actually get any catharsis for what happened to those characters, like spelled out. I was like, well, Deandra's probably dead. Benicio del Toro, Carlos got arrested for a DUI because he was smart and he just fessed up to that.
Yeah,
distract him.
Yeah, I mean, because the whole thing for him is getting
his people out,
getting those people out and getting Bob to where he needs to go.
Yeah, and it doesn't really seem like a DUI is really going to fuck up his life that
much.
much.
No, not at all.
For considering all the other shit he's got going on, that's like the least of his issues. So we gave him that, and that's what they're gonna, And then we and I think it was also really not a good idea that they left it with what is it the ideal?
Perfidia?
Perfidia?
It's a very unique name.
Perfidia. I like that we got a catharsis with that in the form of a letter written God knows when.
Yeah.
But there wasn't just some like her at the door, suitcases, honey,
honey, I'm home and I'm ready to be a housewife.
I'm ready to be a mother now. I liked that there was that, because then they have that really sweet moment, and it was kind of like all she really needed, as like Willa needed, And it was like sweet too that like I don't give a shit what that says. That man is my father. You'll never be yada yada yada.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's like one of the biggest points of the movie. You get this feeling that he's just trying to find. Well, no, you don't, because when Lockjaw sets out the order, it's white male, long hair, beard, bag and tag, female, black, apprehend, yeah. And it's kind of like this, like, well, is he like? I was just like, because that's the thing about Lockjaw, and I really liked is, and by liked I mean because of this the
villain,
the villainous of it, the villainy of it is he's doing this off the chance that she might be his daughter. He had one hookup with Perfidia, and that's his ego stopped talking too.
Yeah, well, like, obviously. Well, like, his whole thing, he's obviously this weird white supremacist that finds this black woman attractive, but because of his upbringing and his mental state and everything, he thinks it's not even, it's more of like, it's in his brain, it's a taboo. It's a forbidden fruit kind of thing. And I don't like saying forbidden fruit, but that's what this character's kind of thinking of. Because even then, it's like in his, again, the dialogue, he uses very key words, like he calls her a witch and stuff like that. It's very Judge Frollo and Esmeralda,
Yeah.
And the semen demon.
Oh God, the semen demon was
weird. And it's also like he has this whole conversation where he's talking about how she saw the power of my body and my mind, and she wanted it for herself. And there's this part of you that's like, I think he might believe that.
No, 100%. Yeah,
he has convinced himself that that's his truth. Well,
like, because he thinks he is a superior being, being white. Yeah, he is 100%.
It's just awesome. Yeah. Like, dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not saying it's awesome. It's like it's. That,
for our villain, he was just
have that delusion, and to have an actor be able to portray
and convince us that he believes that. It was just like, it was really impressive.
It's really talented. It's talented. Yeah,
it's kind of like Edward Norton in American History X.
Very much so. Yeah,
dude he's not Edward Norton in that.
No. Well, I'll even go into like this comic world. Heath Ledger as the Joker is completely lost as that character of the Joker. And that's created,
I think that's what it is too. It's like that's actually a pretty good parallel, I think, because the Joker is this comic book villain that it feels better to say what an incredible performance rather than the white supremacist.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't feel great to say that.
Exactly. Yeah, but you're like, that's what I was saying earlier.
I'm getting
which is why.
I think the parallel though with the Joker is a good one because it's like it's the same
Yeah.
It's just the job.
It's a movie villain.
It's a movie villain.
It's like one is like kind of talking about what's happening right now, and the other one is an exploration of an archetype.
Yeah. Aren't they all explorations of an archetype, though?
Yeah. But yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, we get our catharsis, like Bob gets to his daughter and saves her, the protection, and then you see his growth at the very end. He now has a cell phone and he's okay doing more. And they're now kind of back in the fight for the revolution, like being involved. He can now just kind of be more of like a quiet mentor for Willa, keep her safe.
I really, really I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, it felt a little too Hollywood because of how everything kind of worked out for them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's fair. I can see that. Yeah.
But I also, it was sweet.
I mean, really, what makes it to where they can live that happy life again is really the Lockjaw being killed by the Christmas Adventurers Club.
Yeah, and that was actually...
Which is also even crazier. That's how pure they want to keep their society, their secret organization, is even a person who has attempted to join and get this far in the ranks. If they don't make it, they get murked.
Well, I mean, I think the biggest issue with that was just that he lied about it.
Yeah.
If he had just been forthcoming about it, they probably been like, okay, well, you
can't be in it. Goodbye. Go on. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, is that he lied about it. He got so far into this like process.
Initiation
He's seen too much now.
He's a threat now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, organization, like the parallel of the organization.
Yeah.
Like, this is, I mean, it's like there's a lot of themes and a lot of things. This is a really, really well crafted movie, and just you can see every character's kind of growth. And we don't really, and I get like, well, what happened to Deandra? What happened to this person? What happened to that person? They're not our main characters, so we don't necessarily. This isn't a television show where we get to see them wrapped up.
Yeah.
Benicio del Toro's arc is to get Leo.
Get Leo to his destination.
Deandra's thing is to protect Willa. And unfortunately, she doesn't succeed in that 100%.
Yeah. She
gets Willa to where she needs to be. So she has succeeded in that. But then like the protection, that all falls apart.
Yeah.
And yeah, and Lockjaw, he gets killed. Thank fucking God. And our other Christmas Adventurers Club, that's the highest part of society. They are going to kind of keep living in their little dark secrecy corner of the world. And then we have the revolution that's going to continue, because the revolution will always be continuing. There will never not be a revolution happening.
Yeah.
As long as there is the Christmas Adventurers Club. Take it down.
Well, and I thought it was very fitting to have the white supremacist kill the white supremacist. Mm-hmm. That's like... And like you're saying, because they want to keep it so pure.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those, I'm so scared of people sound biting.
Okay, what do you want to give it?
At least a 4. I not much higher than that, because because it does feel like at moments there is just too much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I was feeling like a 4 or 5, but I can
meet at 4.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's amazing.
And honestly, it's one of those movies, like it's whenever we...
It's long. It's 2 hours and 42 minutes. But it didn't feel that long.
No, it didn't. The pacing was fine.
Yeah.
No, what I was going to say was, it's one of those movies and we never know it until it's too late. So I do kind of want to make a side file for like a banter thing of rewatch. This is something I think we need to watch a couple times.
I was just about to say, this is definitely a movie to watch a couple times to catch more stuff.
And I think it'd be in our benefit to go through our stuff and at some point do just like a side banter of like revisiting after time to, like, we watched this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came in here and did this. And it's one of those, I think after a second or third watch, it would kind of change, and will either change it for the better or the worse. You'll start noticing more flaws, or you'll notice like, oh, that's actually great. That was a great moment. Oh, that makes sense now from the first. That's how we got to here. I didn't realize that's this key moment that I missed in dialogue or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think we need to make it like a revisiting file
That's not a bad idea.
and just rewatch it casually one day, and just especially if we have something else going on.
Yep. I'm hearing you.
Cool. Yeah, I say 4. So we'll just give you a 4. 4. And then the connection game was pretty good. Oh yeah, I thought this was fitting. Zac Efron to Steve Martin.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Yeah. I just used Zac Efron.
alrighty, so that was episode 278.
God damn.
Pretty crazy.
We're getting close to that 300 mark.
One battle after another, which we gave a 4 out of 5. Highly recommend. It's really good. Give it a watch. Join us next week for We Don't Know Yet.
I mean, we're continuing with the 2025 with the sequel, if you want to do that.
Yeah, I my idea. So yeah, let's just do it. We're gonna do Freakier Friday, the sequel to Freaky Friday.
It'll be our first time actually doing a sequel.
Exactly. That's why I was like, oh, well, I just want to look it up.
Oh, it's got bad reviews.
No. Well, what episode is Freaky Friday?
Oh.
Freaky Friday was episode 80.
Yeah, I was going to say probably in the 90s or something.
So, long time ago, we did the 2003 remake. So now we're going to do the sequel to the 2003 remake, starring Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. So yeah, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. All our promos on there. All those promos have our link trees. Just go ahead and look at that. You can see what we've done in the past and what's coming up. And again, the connection game was Zac Efron to Steve Martin.
Mm-hmm.
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is
Tommy and Jacob's mixtape. Good night.
I'm going to go to work.
That's nice.